noble leaders of latter kin, but a face of veiled power lust. The dollar that belongs to the invisible corporate class is lent to the common with interest to buy back what was taken from them. The war never ends, and will not end. Bombshells drop in the distance, releasing more deadly radiation, depopulating, eliminating surplus in one simple step: contaminate, destroy. The news is manufactured artistically, truth becoming not something that is seen or heard, but something which is handed down from a higher power. Do not resist. You are free. Consume, work, consume, work, consume. Do not resist. You are free. Countrymen, what can we do but resist? When not being represented, when being oppressed or exploited, we, the people of the United States of America, do not bend at the knees and grovel? Then again, what choice do we have? The progressive centralization of power is an unavoidable characteristic of capitalist representative democracies. Paradoxically, a government for the people only represents the government's interests, and likewise, an economy of opportunity inevitably becomes an iron pyramid to cage us. What other functional options are there? Capitalism has brought so many advancements, one might say. So unless we wish to degenerate into the Stone Age, we must formulate concepts of value and mediums of exchange. Sadly, this is both an extrapolation and a misappropriation. The advancements which have come despite capitalism, not from it. Discoveries made by self-tasking, scientific minds cannot be logically attributed to the economic system which trickle around them. In the same fashion, the technology we develop is not made by putting $1 into the slot the right way round. And even if our vast repertoire of knowledge was dependent on capital, the books exist without the money to buy them. The aqueducts did not disappear with the fall of the empire. If all the paper bills crumbled away, if all the digital currency was formatted, if all the coins just suddenly melted, where would we be but where we always were? The water would still run, the food would still grow, the electricity would still blink on lights, warm up casserole, and bring us emails. All would function as long as all was let to function. But what of governance? It is natural to look about an institution of men and envision it as an enormous tower, walls of thick unshakable granite, and a door of glinting steel with powerful chains, but such an institution does not exist. Like all organizations, government exists only as sheet paper and print, word of mouth, and orders dictated either to be accepted or neglected. What makes governance good is not its feigned invincibility, but its usefulness. How useful is it, really, to elect someone to take our power from us? How useful is it? With complete honesty, to give an exclusive class of people control over our lives, property, and well-being. All Americans should be familiar with the meaning of the word democracy. Yet so few know how it should work. Democracy should not mean we vote for our dictators, nor should it mean we get a choice every couple years if the traffic isn't bad. Democracy means that power belongs to the people. We, the people of the United States, the common, do not only deserve the power as living, breathing, thinking citizens, we engender that power. We are power. This wave of thought which we all experience, this ever-changing stream of time, is neither a stone tablet nor a voice to be listened to. Our lives are free. The bodies with which we are endowed, the strength to climb, the intellect to wonder, the imagination to fly, do not move because we are told, but because we will it to be. We, the people, are the harbingers of change, and the seraphim of revelation. As Jesus told us, the kingdom of heaven is within you. In this way, the only form of democracy is direct, all-inclusive, and always active. In a true democracy, there is no reason for deadlock congresses. The common, on the local level, making simple decisions, can tell what is right and what is wrong, as they can differentiate between what is black and what is white. We will, for our own well-being, and therefore the well-being of the community, opt for what is righteous and beneficial over what is evil and malicious. Rational debate is the only ethical way to settle disputes, which seem gray or gray, but in time reveal one shade as lighter than the other. When good decisions can be made on a local level, improvement has already happened on the regional and national levels. Preservation of life is the keystone of political science. All other policies arch out from this goal. No politician or theorist will preach death, but if death could logically preserve a life, this concept will continue to baffle the idea that by killing life, life is preserved. No. Nature behooves us to stick together for the betterment of the condition, to expel that which may destroy us. Nature behooves us to feed, to care, to teach, to protect, and to love. The law of nature is not tooth and claw. The law of nature is to nurture. Humanity is the protectorate of life, the conqueror of death, and the master of continuity. We, as humans, must coordinate if we wish to thrive in the future. The combination of true democracy and mutual aid gives us a simple yet powerful symbol. The true democracy takes no form but what form is given to it by the masses. It is a vacuum which is filled by the thoughts and opinions of the common and rhetorical arena. No quarter taken nor given to protect an idea which cannot hold water on its own. This vacuum attributes to itself no color, but may be envisioned as the void of space, black, without prejudices. If this is so, then mutual aid is the earth filling that void. Each of the lives we live form a crucial part of the whole. Every one of our efforts a brick, our toil the mortar, our thoughts the architect of the magnificent spire that is our history. Mutual aid could be expressed by the color of love and passion, red. Thus we labor to mount that next horizon, every step trod in perfect synchrony, the spectacle of sentient life coursing through our hearts, playing in our eyes, singing on our lips, and soaring through our minds. We will know the very color of life and liberty, of peace and love, as sanguine. Life, liberty, and sanguine, blood red, which is either ruddy nor dark, and whether one or the other illustrates the nature of humanity, joyous and kind, free and loving, united and equal. Sanguine does not reward greed by employing the illusion of value. Too often does the abstraction of currency clot the flow of rational democratic progress. Too often will a solicited bribe be taken. We cannot afford to trust the lifeless representation, money, with our lives and communities. It is the root of all evil. Hack at the root, and the whole Sanguine does not reward ingenuousness through representative democracy. It puts power in the hands of the people, where it belongs. For too long has the turncoat and two-face been able to usurp our hearts through cathode ray smiles. Direct democracy is possible, and with networking technology it is instantaneous. Only you can represent yourself. Sanguine provides for unity. Countrymen. Sanguine provides for America.